Keep your mind right and everything gonna be alright. Welcome to the huddle. Keep your mind right and everything gonna be alright. Keep your mind right and everything gonna be alright. Welcome to the huddle. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. If you are that one, then you already know that you are enough. You're enough to get it all right when everything going all wrong. We all we got. We all we need. Gonna be a powerful night tonight, man. I'm start out giving a shout out, man, to my executive producer, my wardrobe coordinator. I say, baby, what I'm wearing today? She say, black and white. I said, what that means? She said, you got to be an official, a referee. She said, tonight I want you to be down the middle, fair with both sides. Official with this black and white, baby. Give a shout out to my homegirl, the greatest co-host in the whole world. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Talking real life. We ain't talking make-believe. Brother Kamara, you already know what time it is, man. Sister Trey Prue, Wag One, we all we got, we all we need. We know that your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. So if you playing me some right now in the moment or on the replay, I want you to know, man, give my all to be worthy. Welcome to the huddle. Tonight's word is resurgent. Oh, that's a powerful word. Alexa, what is the meaning of resurgent?
Resurgent is an adjective that describes something that is rising or tends to rise again. It means something is reviving or renascent.
Man, adjective means something is beginning to rise again when it has been dormant in its nature. We're in a time of resurgent. Heroism. Whole lot of fear going on, and when people get scared, people begin to do things and see things and realize things. So it's going to be a resurgent time. Time for the true hero spirit to rise. What you gonna do if you're scared? What you gonna do if everything you think is possible is going to happen? What you gonna do? If it really get real, are you prepared to get real with it? Because if you is, a resurgent will happen. I promise you, something that's been dead for a long time will rise again. Resurgent. Hero spirit, man. Hero spirit. I come on here, man, with my heroes and my sheroes, because we got an attracted spirit of alike. You feel me more than you hear me, more than you understand. You feel what I'm saying. When we connect in that feeling, that's how you know you one of the ones. That's how you know. That's how you know, because you can feel it. You can feel it. So when I say keep your mind right and everything gonna be all right, all right. when you feel that, regardless of what's going on, you ready to rise with it and get real with it. You ready to rise. So with all this fear going on with politics, I called my mama. I called my daddy. I called my mother-in-law. I hear my mother-in-law talking to her daughter. I hear all the people that's vulnerable to the TV and to the media and what they said, and all I hear is fear. Call my daddy, the first thing they said, this deep. Whether the fear is justified or not, the fear exists. But I want y'all to understand what makes this fear real powerful. See, I'm being a referee tonight, splitting it down the middle. See, we come through a society, through an education system, through a Christian belief, where we've been trained, cultivated, and with an understanding that you separate church and you separate state. You go to church and you learn a history. You go to school and you learn a history. And they never ever needs to be crossed because we keep them separate. You do wrong by God, you go to hell. You do wrong by the state and the law, you're going to jail. Those are the oppositions. Church versus state. Our mind is the ball. I'm refereeing, y'all. Church, state. Our mind is the ball. I'm refereeing, y'all. There's so much fear. There's so much fear in political ignorance and misunderstanding and propaganda. We fear Donald Trump and what could possibly happen. Every aspect of fear that you will hear will always be associated with the word could. Could. We could be back in slavery. We could not have anything. Everything behind could subjected fear. And in this here fear, you've been trained to separate this fear from the God over here. See, we got church and state, y'all. Our mind is the ball, y'all. The state serving, y'all. If you truly believe that they had the ball, in your faith, then this don't hold no weight. In your faith, if your God is truly in control, then Donald Trump is what's necessary. If your faith is in control, there's no fear. God and fear cannot exist in the same. God and fear cannot exist in the same moment in the mind. So anytime you speak of fear, there's no God here. Keep your mind right and everything gonna be all right. We got church, we got state. Our mind is the ball. I'm just trying to referee, y'all. I'm wearing black and white. On the church side, we believe he's coming back. He's coming back. There will be a time that is written. He's coming back when the times will be of such. We talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, and these stories are showing the time in which he's coming back. When there will be no morality. Oh my God. If your faith got the ball, we in these times, y'all. And if you real for real about it, boy, there's somebody fighting these times. We in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, ain't it? Or you don't really believe that? Tell the truth. Now it's time to tell the truth. Now it's time to quit playing games. Do you really believe this, or does state really have the ball? And you truly believe that politics, Democrat or Republican, really controls the goddamn whole narrative? Do you really believe that or not? Now it's time to cut the shit, because you've been trained to separate the two. Church, state, your mind is the ball. I'm just trying to referee y'all. Real life. My daughter a cheerleader. It's real life shit. Ever since my kids been about 5, I'm gonna tell you some real life shit. I've been asking them, King and John, I say, what kind of little girl are you? What kind of young man are you? And for most of their life, they would say, I don't know. And I would always tell them, well, you better be trying to understand them answers. I say, because it's going to get a point in life where if you don't know what kind you is, people will make you whatever kind they see fit you be. And sometimes people ain't going to make you the good kind or the right kind. So you got to know. So they come up through life, and now they 15 and 14, and they starting to have some answers about what kind they is. So my daughter a cheerleader. So I go to the games, and the boys play, but I love watching the girls play. Just to see these young ladies in their athletic spirit in a time where a lot of pride for things is dormant. Ain't a lot of attention and credibility for the kids out here that's really fighting the fight and doing right. So when I get to go experience this and see this, man, I'm all in the moment, man. I love the tenacity to see it in these children's eyes. Teamwork, proving something, discipline, sacrifice, dedication. So after the game, I'm talking with my daughter. I say, number such and such, such and such, such and such. I say, I like her. She play hard. I say, what kind of girl she is. And after all of them is, she gay, she bi. And I'm like, well, hold on. Why that got to be associated with a kind? Well, but I've cultivated her to understand this, man. You got to know what kind you is. And I'm telling a real life story when I have my daughter, but I ask you, what kind of man are you? What kind of woman are you? Do you really know? What kind? So in the reality of this here time, see, I don't understand too much because I'm old school. Still got a lot of morals in me. I'm a conservative. I don't really understand to get it all how it's supposed to work like this, man. I'm kind of, I'm old school. So ain't nothing wrong or derogatory in these kind. But I said, yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. If you believe. If you believe, look, it's coming back. We in a time. We backwards. I'm looking at children. I'm looking at children. 13 and 14-year-old children. Children. I'm talking about we all children that has gotten old. So this ain't nothing deep. You was 13. You was 14. This is the identification of a kind. Come on, y'all. Church versus state. Our mind is the ball. I'm just trying to referee y'all. State serve it to say, hey, man, I know we separate, but we got to serve something for the fabric of morality. In God we trust is on the dollar. Mother, father, child. That's how we all got here. That's what we all is. Ain't nobody above or under that. You a mother, you a father, or you a child. We all children that has gotten old. It's the fabric, man. That's the fabric, man. So I don't know which side or who right and who wrong, but you got to realize church versus state, our mind is the ball. Don't get caught up in the game, y'all. Pity the fool, pity the fool. Pity the fool. Pity the fool who pokes his chest out in state. To have political knowledge and to be able to concite rhetoric from a one-sided mind. State versus church. On the church side, we're talking about the God side. We're talking about the soul. We're talking about the man. We're talking about the things that money can't buy and validate. I'm a husband and a father. My story will be told by thee. That story ain't worthy, man. Fuck you talking about over there in state, nigga. Fuck you serving. You serve in fear. If you serve in fear, if you serve in fear, meaning fear and God can't stand in the same mind at the same time. If you serve in fear, then I understand why you think you know about motherfucking politics. Because you ain't want to talk about God. It's that real shit. If you believe it. I don't believe it. I live in it. So you understand that your mind is the ball. And it's the reason they done separated them two. I don't care nothing about Donald Trump. I don't care nothing about Republicans. I don't care nothing about none of that. I understand what it is. I understand how it works and how it affects life. But the ball is my mind. And I got to keep that right. Because if your mind wrong, I promise you, oh, good God Almighty, I promise you. Talking real life, man. Talking to my brother Kamara. Having a real conversation. Kind of inspired the conversation tonight. He said, Trav, man, I'm telling you, man, this thing right here, man, is deep, man. He said, man, it's going to get rough. It's going to get, man, I say, well, you know, hey, I hope it don't. And we had a good conversation. And one of the things about what we share together that attracted us to be able to have this mutual understanding of each other, I met him while coaching Little League football. And we felt something in each other. We shared a common feeling that was true for them children. So I told him, I say, man, listen, man. I said, regardless of what come down the pipe, brother, I ain't writing nobody no highway ticket to hell with fear. I'm going to write them a highway ticket to heaven with confidence, skill, trust, faith. Hey, look, all the things that build the man up regardless of what the circumstances. He said, yeah, man, it's getting ready to get deep, but you're going to have to know how to swim. I said, well, brother, you've been coaching, man, for a long, long time, and you done touched a whole lot of kids. And I said, whether you know it or not, you done taught a whole lot of people out here how to swim. And so when we understand what swimming is, see, we working from the God side. We ain't really giving Steak the ball. Well, that don't matter. Let's decide right now. Who got your ball? Who got your ball? You got Steak, you got Church. Your mind is the ball. Who got your ball? Who got your ball? Is you scared of Donald Trump and anything political? Or do you really got faith and understand that no matter what happens, God is good all the time? Who got your ball, man? The question is more powerful than the answer. The question is more powerful than the answer. But I told him, I say, man, you done taught a lot of children how to swim. Through it all, man, adversity. So regardless of what's coming, Nah, I don't want it to be no highway ticket to hell. I think we in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. So when he going against anything that goes against the morals of God, we got to accept it or we ain't. We got to accept it or we ain't. It's hard for me to accept, man. That I watch a whole gym of children, man. That when I say what kind, it got to be associated with sex. If you really believe anything about the Bible, any of that, if you really believe that, man, Jesus coming back in this time. If you really believe that. But if you don't, that we cool. I'm cool. If you really believe that, I'm cool and we cool. That's just the side that your mind is, and your mind is the ball. They got the ball. Okay, y'all. I'm just refereeing. No foul. If you don't care about that fabric, I'm cool. You cool. But I care. Care so much, man. Same situation, man. Little boy in that bathroom, man. Whole girl boy. I had to go to that school, man. Had to talk to that principal. Went to that game the other day. That principal know me, man, and I feel something that it's like it ain't a welcome. Because I stood up as a father about some safety. And I need some understanding. And the understanding that I got was there's protection through state that we can't really fight against right now. It is what it is. So we'll just best try to make sure we educate the children on this. And it hurt me, man. Cause my baby and them little girls say they felt something, man. And I went to fight, man. I'm talking about like a daddy pose too. I went to fight, man. I went to have just a conversation, man. So when something serves against that, man, that's real, man. All right, look, man, that's real, man. So resurgent, Alexa, what is the meaning of resurgent?
Resurgent is an adjective that describes something that is rising or tending to rise again. It means something that is reviving or renascent.
In order to create power, you got to have negative, you got to have positive. When the negative and the positive conducts with something, it creates a connection that we know as power. It don't work without the negative and the positive. If you want to test this beyond your belief, go unhook the negative cable on your car battery and try to crank it. It won't work. Negative is necessary. See, you got two sides, state, church. Your mind is the ball. I'm just refereeing, y'all. Fuck Donald Trump. I like what he represents in the mind of my people. My people are scared and fearful right now through propaganda and media with no understanding of the game being played on their mind. Oh, we so scared, y'all. But the negative is necessary because something will rise again. Do you really believe you gonna be a slave again? Oh, God damn. If you really believe, hey look, listen how powerful words is. Listen how powerful words is. In 2025, I told you every aspect of negativity that's being used through politics right now, every aspect of negativity that's being used through politics right now is showing that the state goddamn got the ball and that God shit goddamn getting served on y'all. Right? I'm just a referee. So listen how this work, man. Listen how this work, man. They're using this fear. I'm talking about in general. People don't understand the game, regardless. But all of this is about could. Everything is about could. Everything is about could. So if you could see yourself, listen at this, in 2025, in Jim Crow, in slavery, in anything like that, if you can see it, you can be it. But if you can see that in your mind, then your mind is so goddamn fucked up. You have damned God in your mind if you can see that. If you can see that, man. Come on, y'all. I'm talking about real life, y'all. Real life, y'all. And in real life, I would even challenge the reality that you don't even see the game so much that you ain't never really stopped being a slave. But if you can see it in any idea of goddamn 100 years ago, boy, they got them serving a hell of a thing with your ball. But that's negative, and it's necessary. Because if it makes us scared, if it makes us think that it's all about us, and we go back into a time where we realize, oh, this world is so racist, and the white man finna put us back, well, we gonna get to a time that we realize that ain't nobody care about us but us, and as long as we care about us and know that we care about each other, then we'll start to realize that we are all we got. We are all we need. So I love everything that Donald Trump is doing to the black people mind in the name of fear. I don't give a fuck about the game. I'm just a referee, y'all. I love the ball. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. God told me. Well, what you gonna do? I'm gonna hero train. I'm going to hero train with all my might. I'm going to hero train with all my might. Every man, woman, and child who pay me some attention and give all I got to let them know that it's something inside of them. That's enough. Simply put, that is enough. Now all you got to do is get one with it and know that it's one with you. And let it work. And understand much as you can while it's working. That's what I'm going to do. And in the process of that, man, I go to the school board meeting. I done sat at the table with politicians. I done sat at the table with every leader who a leader in my city. Now hero train. I impact. And I don't get paid. And I don't get no props and I don't get no recognition. But I know I put an influence in the state side. Real life story. Real life story. Miss Karen, she done retired. She was a supervisor in Cabarrus County doing social work. She was over 200 social workers. in Cabarrus County. White lady came and sat at the table with me and Brother Crump and Brother Winston. And she talked so profoundly about her work in social work. And the conversation was, how can we help, or how can they help us in terms of men of destiny, levels of leadership, and hero training? How can they help us reach more of the cases that their social workers deal with? And how can we help the social workers deal with those cases? Tell you something about black people in America. So you got two sides you got to understand, y'all. We in their house, playing by their rules. It's historical. It's 2025. The game done changed. We got a little better position, but some things change while most things remain the same. And this ain't about being good or bad, right or wrong. You just got to understand how it works and know your position in it. And when you know your position in it, boy, that's when you move and you powerful. So our position in this here game is our influence. This ain't nothing deep. Think about your influence. Think about our culture. The most racist old man that was born in the goddamn 50s, his grandkids goddamn loves some rap. They the ones buying all the music. Our influence is powerful. So that's where our power, where our influence. So when I'm sitting with Miss Karen, I understand my position. I'm at a table with someone powerful, who we already know when you're dealing with social work and you got a social worker dealing with a social case. We talking about social, you understand? We talking about children who are people who are in some type of condition where the state has to help them and is a part of their dependence. You know, the same type of social work where in the fear of they about to cut off food stamps, they about to cut off Medicaid, they about to cut off all these type of things right here. See, in that fear, you understand, I'm sitting at a powerful table of influence of the actual people who control these cases of the things that we so fearful of losing. Fuck I'm gonna do. Hero train. So I'm talking to Miss Karen. I put a spell on her. I gave her an understanding of work and how the dynamics of life change when money enters the equation. See, while I'm talking to Miss Karen is at work. I'm off that day. Done got up feeling good. Did everything I wanted to do that morning to make my day be what it is. And I'm just finna go talk some real shit for free. But Miss Karen at work. So I gave her understanding of how work. And I told her to understand the context that everyone she's dealing with is solely under the relationship of work. But the people that they're dealing with is different. They're dealing with God. Told her we keep God and we keep the politics separate. So I'm talking to Miss Karen, who over 200 social workers, who don't realize when that social worker come to that door with them children in there who mama and daddy ain't right. For whatever reason, something got the ball. And them children know they looking at their mama and daddy ball, and they saying that ball don't give a fuck about y'all, for real. So when that social worker knock on that door in position to be somebody that care, oh, you better realize she at work. But to them children, that's God knocking on that door. So I put a spell on Miss Karen to see it. And she retired now, and she been in social work for over 36 years. And Miss Karen told me, you know what, Travis, that's crazy. I never looked at it like that. And I'm saying, what? You ain't never looked at it like that. Well, damn, I hope somebody do. Damn, I hope somebody do. Miss Karen, do you think most of your workers do? This is powerful. I'm going to have this conversation, Travis. This is powerful. I'm going to have this conversation. I would love to have it with all your social workers, Miss Karen. Because God, if they don't understand that, hey, look, man, this is their job. This is their job, but this is God to the recipients. I'm talking about care. I'm talking about protection. I'm talking about saviors. So I didn't get to talk to Miss Karen, but I knew what I put in her to go take to a table with the influence of hero training will have to get down and sizzle on some minds more than I can ever understand how and where those seeds may land. But when those seeds sprout, I'm a part of the Resurgent. Just like my brother who coached these children for years and years, we're going to be a part of the Resurgent, something that's finna rise, that's dormant, out of the fearful minds. So I ended up talking, I told you this last week, but I ended up talking to some social workers. 100 of them, 85 of them was black. And I put the same spell in them in a matter of minutes. And 85% of them was black. Out of those 85% of them that was black, 70% of them were single or single mothers. And the same spell I put on them to let them know that what you doing is deeper than your job and what they paying you. Them black women looked me in my eyes and said, I need this too. So that's what this about. That's what this about. That's what this about. I need it. I'm practicing what I preach and giving my all to be what I teach. I got to run the play every day. I got to run the play every day. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. But the bullshit will make you better if you real enough to deal with it. Man, I'm dealing with some real shit. And the only thing I can say is I feel good because I'm dealing with it better than I thought I could. Better than I thought I could. Boy, hey, look, I said, boy, I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby, because I'm better than what I used to be. Boy, I'm dealing with some shit, boy, I used to be really fucked up about. But I have grown, man. That's why I say, man, the question is more powerful than the answer. What matters and who matters? What matters and who matters? That could change. That could change. That could change. And here's one thing y'all got to realize about change. What matters and who matters? They said, Trav, I remember you said, I said, yeah, I changed my mind. That don't matter no more. You can change your mind. Hey, look. You can change your mind. They say, nah, man, you said this. You lying. No, I ain't lying. I did say that. But since then, I changed my mind. See, on this hillside for real, it say, ye shall be born again with a renewal of the mind. I got a new mind. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to change your mind. Who got the ball, y'all? They told you, man, you got to keep church and you got to keep state separate, man. If you mess up in the state or the law or the politics, man, you going to jail. If you mess up in the church or the God or with your divinity, man, you going to hell. Your mind is the ball. I'm just refereeing, y'all. I don't believe in it because I live in it. Come on. Hey, I don't believe in it because I live in it. It's a universal truth. It's a universal truth. What it mean? That ain't nothing deep. You want to know how universal truth work? Give me every kind of, hey, look, what kind of person are you? Give me every kind. Give me every kind in a room or right now in the moment. 1, 2, 3. Everybody take a deep breath and hold it on me. 1, 2, 3. Now everybody take a deep breath and hold it on me. 1, 2, 3. That's as long as I can hold mine. And if you held yours at the same time, you talking now, you breathing now. That's how it works. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. That's the truth. That's the truth. Stay all around white folk go to work in the morning because they have to. I go to work because I have to. What do you have to do? Write a list of all the things you have to do. And if you got a list, then yeah, you're a slave. You're a slave to all the things you have to do. I have to get up and go to work. I have to pay my mortgage. I have to pay my light bill. I have to pay my water bill. I got so much shit that I have to do. I got so much shit that I have to do. Fuck you talking about, man? What matters and who matters is a universal truth. 2025. God damn. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Keep your mind right, and everything gonna be all right. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Have you ever been down and out, feeling like there was no way out? Keep your mind right. Keep your mind right. When your mind wrong, ain't nothing right. Ain't that right? You in the darkness with no light. First of all, I'm talking to all y'all. First of all, I'm talking to all y'all. I want to give a shout out, man, and get up out of here, man. I want to give a shout out to my brother L.A., my brother Winston, my brother Kamara. I say there's a three-piece combo. Go out on this. That's a three-piece combo. That's a three-piece brotherhood combo. Brother Kamara, brother Winston, brother L.A. The other morning, I talked to all three of these brothers back to back to back. And each one of these brothers was simultaneously, coincidentally, however you want to say it, telling me the same thing in a different way. And it was almost like, God damn, they done talk to each other, but don't none of these three brothers even know each other. But they told me a particular message. Brother L.A. say, you know, man, you got to learn to leave your peace. Take your peace back with you. I said, what you mean, bro? So he was talking about Matthew chapter 10, verse 13 and 14, where it talks about when you enter a house and you give your peace to those that's worthy, but those that don't receive your peace and your words and your gestures and your ways, when you leave, you take your peace, and when you walk out the door or the city, you shake the boots, the dirt off your boots. And my brother Kamara say, man, you can't worry about what people think, man. You can't, man. You care too much, man. Your emotions is too strong. I understand you compassionate, man, but man, you get over compassionate. And Brother Winston talked to me about balance and how it all works together with ego and consciousness. And it brought me to an understanding that I want to share tonight, man. That's why I say your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. Because if you pay me some attention, then, man, I give my all to be worthy. And I know I'm worthy if you paying me. So I give my peace. I give my peace of understanding, my peace of gift, my peace offering, man, of what I call, man, hero training. And I know you receive it. And there's those that come in here and look and say, oh, man, he was cussing. He was talking about some bullshit. Well, okay, you leave my peace right there, and I ain't going to leave my peace with you, and I'll shake the boots off when you leave. Boy, that taught me something real. And my wife say, boy, that's a hell of a message you received. She said, because that's what's wrong with you personally. You leave your peace in too many places. See, we talk about, man, come on, man. We talking about church, we talking about state, we talking about your mind is your ball. I'm just refereeing y'all. See, a lot of people now through the fear of state, man, acting like they love our people, man. Man, I'm talking about 12 years ago, my own mom and daddy, man, I felt like, man, why y'all won't listen to me on the radio? Man, somebody told them, man, Trav be talking that shit. They gonna kill Trav the way he be talking. And I'm like, man, I'm on a gospel radio station. Why y'all see somebody gonna kill me? What I'm saying, man, I'm talking about they were scared of my words, like I'm some type of radical man. And now everybody talking like they talking black. Oh Lord, who got the ball, y'all? Who got the ball, y'all? Who got the ball, man? Who got the ball? But my wife said, you leave your peace when you telling these people the truth and they don't want to accept it. You can't accept, they don't want to accept it. I said, yeah, baby, because I know I'm telling them the truth. I'm talking about I ain't even on the side. I'm refereeing this thing, baby. She said, but don't nobody want that, Trav. People gonna pick a side. They don't want to see the game. People want to pick a side. People got to be on a side. I said, but baby, these sides, both sides got us, baby, like I say, baby, both sides got the mother, the father, and the child. That ain't a thing no more, man. I'm talking about, man, there's children out here who ain't never saw their mama and daddy care for each other and love each other. I'm talking about a family is a man, a woman, and his children. Man, that's kind of rare. So right now, come on. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Who got the ball? I'm just trying to. Come on, y'all. So I leave my peace. Man, I be fucked up some days after arguing with somebody, you know what I mean? Or after damn near arguing with somebody because I was just telling them some real shit and they missed the whole point. They missed the whole ball. I'm talking about they missed the whole ball. I'm talking about, man, I threw them the ball, man. I'm trying to play ball, y'all. I'm talking about they can't grab the ball for nothing, man. I be fucked up behind this in a weak way. My brother Kamara would say, that's the way somebody gonna beat you at, boy. You care too goddamn much. You can't say the word, man. Your heart too big. See, goddamn. The truth is universal, man. When you see the truth, y'all, you take control of your own ball. Take control of your own ball, man. When you see the truth. And the truth ain't black and the truth ain't white. The truth ain't Asian and the truth ain't Jew. So there's everything and all things. You got to understand how it works to see it. But if you can't see it, then you don't know how it works. It's getting worked on you. See how they working on you. And I already told you how it works. It takes negative and positive. They knew that black woman wasn't going to be president, man. Let me tell y'all that. Let me give y'all a secret. They already knew she wasn't going to be president. But they used her. They used the characterization of her to do the same thing that Obama did, was incite a private type of thing in our mind that could work both ways as a conductor for either fear see how that worked? And it's working like a motherfucker. It's working like a motherfucker. It's working. It's working. It's working. Oh, it's working. I know it's working. When 10 years ago, before Facebook, no, whenever before Facebook, I'm going to tell you how I know this shit real. Before Facebook and social media, tell you some real shit. You know, I be in them schools, man. And I went to school. I can go to any classroom right now and have a reading out loud. I'm opening my eyes and have a reading out loud assignment. In a classroom of 30, 7 will be able to confidently read out loud. So before Facebook came in, it's people that I know if I'd have gave them a book, told them to read out loud, I know good and goddamn well They can't read out loud. They think they know goddamn social studies and think they goddamn, they just, man, they don't even realize who got the goddamn ball. You understand what I'm saying, man? And they poke their chest out thinking they know something about that state because on the God side, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Talking to the ball now. See how that work? See how that work? I'm talking about real life. I ain't talking about make-believe, and I ain't talking about no Facebook. I'm talking about real life. Real life. I'm talking about men amongst men. It's something powerful happen when men get amongst men. You be surprised at some of the men that talk loud at home. You be surprised at some of the men that act like they'll do a whole lot of goddamn shit. You be surprised what happened when men get amongst men. It's a whole lot of men that be loud that will shut the fuck up. And I'm known to goddamn talk everywhere I'm going. Fuck Facebook. Politics. I squared up with the goddamn sheriff about politics. Fuck you talking about? And I know it impacted politics. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. On Facebook and in real life. If that woman and children can't depend on you or look to you and have hope, shut the fuck up. On Facebook and in real life. Because I got some shit that need to be said. I'm going to get out of here. I had to do it. I had to growl. Because I feel good. Want to give a shout out to my brother Wood. Give a shout out to my brother Crump. Hey, Crump, say they gonna freeze. They gonna freeze. Man, they gonna freeze the public funding. Man, let me tell y'all something. This is some more real shit. I ain't talking about which side. I'm talking about the ball, y'all. I'm talking about in the game. In the game. In the game. I watched the money coming in that they talking about getting cut off. I'm in the game where the money's supposed to go, where they're getting cut off. I'm talking to a child, to a woman that's pulling on my soul, and I'm pouring into their soul. And I'm so mad because I'm realizing that all these fake-ass motherfuckers is playing a game with the money that they talking about cutting off. And me and my brother Gary Crump there for free on my day off. I ain't getting no goddamn money, but I put something in these people's soul that I know is real. That's going to be the resurgent that's getting ready to come back. So fuck that money. They ain't doing right with it. That's why he's stopping it and pausing it to see who being real with this shit or not. And if you can't see that, then goddamn it, who got the ball? If that's what that represent, then fuck who doing it. We're in a time of Sodom and Gomorrah. Jesus got to come back or something. Every 14-year-old, goddamn in the junior high school, when you talk about what kind you is, the first thing they associate with is being either when they get it, you gay, bi. I said, goddamn, why that got to be in the kind? Well, that's how people say what kind they is. Well, god damn, what kind is you? I ain't that kind. Thank God. The question is more powerful than the answer. This ain't deep. What kind of person is, hey, look, what kind of man you is, man? What kind of woman you is for real, now? You know, I'm the type, look, I'm a talking kind, but hey, look, man, hey, look. And some people say I'm a crazy goddamn kind, but, man, I'm a hell of a kind. I might be one of a kind, but I know my kind, and I feel my kind when I'm around my kind. But if you don't know what kind you is, man, you be surprised what kind somebody will make you now. So, ain't nobody aboard this here bullshit. You better wake up every day and run the play in that mirror and ask yourself, what kind? Hell, you might be the kind that change your mind. When I put on that kind of mind, I'm that kind. But I changed my mind back to this. Now I'm another kind. That's cool too, but you got to know. So my kind, man, yeah, my kind finna rise up out of this bullshit. They say it's coming back. It's coming back. Ain't nobody coming back. That's just a game on the ball. See how they work? Oh. That church serve a mighty shit. And if you know me and been knowing me long enough, oh, I love that over there. That state really weak. That state really weak. Black people gonna forget about all the feel that they got for state in about 6 months. It's just trending on Facebook. Only thing they gotta do is let an entertainer goddamn come out with a nude video. Man, we'll forget the fuck out about Donald Trump if the right thing happened in entertainment. Man, we'll say fuck Trump. Yeah. Let some bullshit happen, and goddamn we'll say fuck Trump and politics. So that's how the game works with the ball. But that church ball, boy, that's a hell of a serve. That's a hell of a serve. I'm talking about that's a powerful serve. So who got the ball? Who got the ball, man? Who got the ball? Because they got the ball DNA. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to get out of here, man. Give a shout out to everybody I miss. Give a shout out to Miss Gwen. I love you, Miss Gwen. You stay strong, you be strong. That's my big sister. That's my big sister. I love you, Miss Gwen. You pulled me through a lot of days on that job, Miss Gwen. And I say you pulled me through. They say sometimes you got to get a witness and a reference. I done did these words. When I say a witness and a reference, I'm talking about over here. I'm talking about God, love, sincerity, genuineness. It ain't got to be deep, man. It ain't got to be spoken. Just to feel it, to know to say, hey, now, I know that's right, and feel it. Boy, that feeling can knock some shit off of you. That shit can knock some shit off of you, man. And on the real side, man, you got to know the game to create that in your home. A home with no peace is the cage of a beast. A home with no peace is the cage of a beast. When you put a beast in a cage, he always want to break out the cage. Every time somebody call your home and they ask your kid where your daddy, they say my daddy gone. He break out the goddamn cage all the time because it ain't no peace in the cage. You see what I'm saying? He take his peace with him. So, fuck the politics. Fuck the politics. If you really know how it works universally, and you really think you smart, kind of husband you will, kind of father you will, at any stage. I don't give a damn if your children grown, what kind of conditions your children in. They are a reflection of what kind of father you was or is. Can't teach and motivate nobody if you can't do it to your children. See how that works? See, you talking real life. Fuck politics. Can you swim? Like my brother Kamara say. Man, I played school sports all the way through school, man. I'm telling you, out of everybody I played football with, man, out of 100 of them, man, I would say, man, 10 of them might not pan out, but man, 90 of us are good men, noble fathers, man. And we got cultivated to be a certain kind. So what kind of father and husband you is? Fuck what you can type. This determines if you, when you get amongst men, if you gonna shut the fuck up or not. Them kind that ain't can't stand up in that. They don't get to say too much around real men. And if they do, it's about some bullshit like football or some shit. But if we start talking real shit about real life and real heroism, most likely in most cases, these type of motherfuckers gonna shut the fuck up. I had to go back. I'm gone. I love y'all. I love y'all. Hold me down. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. And I'm trying my best to be funny the way I said that shit.